Good morning friends. Once again I welcome all of you to one more video lecture of class 10 mathematics chapter number 14 statistics. My dear students, as you people have already gone through two video lectures of the same chapter, I hope now you must be comfortable with the topic called mean, because in two lectures we have discussed in detail about this topic mean. If I just recall that what was there in first video lecture, then in first video lecture we have discussed about two methods, direct method and assume mean method for finding out the mean, right? We have done the sums of both the methods and I had assigned you homework also for the same. In the second video lecture we have discussed about the third method, that is step deviation method, for finding out the same topic mean, and followed by that we have discussed some of the special examples which normally appears in the mode examination, because as I told you, until and unless you will not perform or you will not write the special examples, the topic is not done. Even though you might be knowing all the three formulas, but you will not be called well expert of the topic. Will be called expert only if you solve all the possible levels and all the possible sums of the same topic mean. So I am sure after going through two video lectures, you must be now aware that what is the topic mean. Now in today's video lecture number 3, we are going to take one more topic of this chapter, and that is mode. One more topic of this chapter, that is mode. If you recall standard 9, this was one of the easiest topic. It was a one-liner question. Numbers were given to you like 5, 7, 8, 2, 5, 2, 1, 5, 2, 5, 7. This type of numbers were given to you. And the question was to find out the mode. So what you people were doing over there in class 9? You were finding out which observation is repeated maximum number of time, and whichever observation was repeated maximum number of time, that observation was mode. But over here the data is not that simple. I told you in the very first video lecture that in class 10 data will not be ungrouped data like class 9. This time data will be grouped data. So there is some different formula to find out the mode, and it is not directly just by observation. There is one formula of finding out this topic mode. Okay, so today in this video lecture we are going to learn this formula of mode, and we are going to perform the sum also. Now if you talk about this full chapter 14, then this is the most easiest topic. Like in 9th also mode was the easiest one. In 10th also, comparatively with other topics, mode is the most easiest topic, because in mode you don't have to prepare any table in the answer. I repeat, in this topic mode it is very simple. No need to prepare any table in the answer. You just need to take the help of question table. That is it. No need to prepare any new table in the answer. In answer you need to write down only the formula, value putting, and then you are done. So that is why this topic is very simple, right? Let's talk about this topic. If you see over here on the board, I have already written one of the question table. I have already written the formula. Before we solve this sum, let me talk about this formula. You need to remember the formula. Formula says mode equals to L plus into the bracket F1 minus F0 upon 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 bracket over multiply by H. This is a bit long formula for finding out the mean. You need to remember this formula very well. So whenever you are learning this video lecture number 3, what you should do is you should pause your video over here. You should take your pen, you should take your notebook, and you should write it down, this formula, once or twice or thrice till the time you remember it. Because Just writing down the formula from textbook and solving the sum is not a good habit. Okay, so write down this formula as many times as you want to remember. Now let me introduce you with all these guests over here, present over here. Let's talk about them one by one. Like the very first one, the very first important person is this L. What is this L? I have written over here, L is the lower limit of the model class. Lower limit of the model class. Now I think we are aware with the word lower limit. But what is model class? So first of all, we need to discuss about this word, model class. Okay, it's very simple. For finding out model class, you need to look at the question table. You need to look at the question table. Find out the maximum frequency in the question table. This is the frequency row. If you find out the maximum frequency over here, you will find that it is 23. The maximum frequency over here is 23. This 23 belongs to which class? 35 to 45. This maximum frequency 23 belongs to 35 to 45. So 35 to 45 is our model class. Out of the all classes, 35 to 45 is our model class. So what is L? Lower limit of the model class. So which one is model class? 35 to 45 because it has highest frequency. So what is lower limit of this class? 35. So in this case, L will be 35. Okay, let's go forward. You will find three different names with F. One is F0, another is F1, another is F2. There are three different names with F. If I talk about them one by one, I have written over here. For F1, I have written self. Self means not myself. Self means F is obviously a frequency. So self means what? Self means model class. So F1 is the frequency of the model class. Means 23, the highest one. So you can say that F1 is the highest one. Self means highest. So F1 is the highest one. Then I had written F0. I had written previous. And F2 I had written next. Means if highest is this one, 23. So which is the previous to 23? 23 se pehle. That is 21. So 21 is your previous, is your F0. What is next? So what is next to the highest? Highest ke baad next kaun hai? This one, 14. So 14 will be your F2. So I hope you understand. F0, F1 and F2. So F1, center. Three names are there, right? F0, F1 and F2. So the center person, F1, is the main. Self means the highest one. Before that, F0, that means previous frequency. And after that, F2, that means succeeding frequency, the next one. So these are F0, F1 and F2. Then you have one more, unknown, H. But if you remember the second video lecture, this is not unknown. This H was there in third method also, step deviation method. I told you at that time. You can look at the video again. That what was H? H was class length. Like if you talk about here 5 to 15, कितने का gap है 10. So 10 is your class length. Look at over here 15 to 25, 25 to 35. Always यहाँ equal दिया होगा. Unequal होता तो कैसे H मिलता? So always H will be same for all the classes. So H is 10 over here. That's it. If you identify everyone in the formula, then nothing more to do. Just write down the formula and put down the value. So that is what we are going to do over here now. We are going to put all the values to find out the final answer. Again I repeat, no table in the answer. Answer starts from here. Answer starts from here. Okay? You can write down the question table in your answer, no problem, because which is the maximum, वो तो देखना है. So that is why you should ideally write down the question table. But this table is not a different one. Like in mean, question table was separate, answer table was separate. Here it is not the case. Okay, here both are same. So you can write down the question table in your answer also. So now I am putting all the values over here. So mod is equals to L. I told you what was L, lower limit of the model class. So it was 35 here. Plus F1, F1 was the self. So 23. F0 was the previous. So 21 upon, be careful here, 2F1, double of F1. F1 is 23. Right? F1 is 23. This is F0. This is F2. F1 is 23. So double of that, it is what? 46. Minus F0. F0 was 21. Minus F2. F2 was 14. Bracket over, multiply by H. H was 10. So we have substituted all the values here. Now let's go forward. 35 will remain 35 plus, perform the normal addition subtraction. 23 minus 21 is 2. If you subtract all these numbers, 46 minus 21 will give you 25. 25 minus 14 will give you 11. So this is 11. Multiply by 10. Now always remember, over here it is 11, over here it is 10. Unfortunately, it cannot be cut, it cannot be cancelled out. If possible, then you can very well cancel out. But 10 and 11 cannot be cancelled out. And remember, some of the students make this mistake. They cancel this and this also. But sometimes they cancel it also. Agar yahan 7 hota, so they do 7 5s are 35. But it is not possible because in between you have sign plus. So make sure you can cut this with this, but not with this 35. Okay, so remember that. So now what is the option? No choice left. Keep 35 as it is. Multiply this 2. 2 multiplied by 10 is 20 upon 11 as it is. No changes. Now perform this division. So 35 will remain still there. Perform this division 20 by 11. So I am performing over here 20 by 11. 11 ones are 11. 9 is the remainder. 0 will come down. So 90. 11 8s are 88. 2 will remain 20. So 11 ones are again 11. 9 will remain 90. 8s are 1s are. It will continue like this. 1.8181. It will continue like this. So I am writing 1.8181. You can write down 2 digits also. Then also no problem. No need to write down 4 digits. Okay, you can write down 2 digits also. So final answer. If you add this, it will give you 36.8181. So this is the final answer of mode. So it's very simple. Just remember the formula and put down the values. That's it. Nothing more to do. Now whenever you get the answer of mode, I just want to add over here. Whenever you get the answer of mode, you can do one thing. Is your answer correct or not? That you cannot verify. But is your answer maybe correct or not? That you can verify. What I am saying is, look at your answer. It is 36 point something. If your final answer comes between this model class 35 to 45, then it may be correct. It has more chances of correct. But by saying this, it doesn't mean that every answer between this is correct. No, don't take the sentence in the reverse form. If the answer is between this one, then it may be correct. But if it is answer in this one, then it will be 100% correct. That I am not saying. That means suppose you take answer 40 and then you say that yes sir, you say answer will be between this, then it will be right. No, that is not the same. Sense is you can just verify that because it is between this one, so it may be correct. Chances of becoming incorrect is very few, very less. Okay, so this you can just verify at the end of the answer. So this was topic mode, which is in exercise 14.2. Now exercise 14.2 have so many sums, probably 8 to 10 sums. I am not exactly sure. Let me look at it, let me tell you how many sums are there in exercise 14.2. Yes, 6 sums are there. In exercise 14.2, 6 sums are there. But I am teaching you only one. Why? Because other 5 have no other flavor, nothing special, no different sum. And that is why I am not doing any other sum here. And I am directly going to the next topic, that is median. If any sum was special in 14.2, then definitely I would have told you over here. But because there is no special sum and all sums are same, so solving one here will give you enough idea. You can play and repeat the video as many times as you want, and you can find out the solution of other sums. Okay, so I am not repeating the same type of sum again. Yes, one more thing before I move to the next topic. One more thing some student may ask, that suppose what if this 23 comes 2 times here, here it is 23, and suppose here it is 23, then which one we shall take highest? Because highest तो देखना है पहले, उस पे से decide होगा model class or L. So this question might come to you, but don't worry. In your syllabus, this will not come there in 10th. Okay, the highest value will always be 1. It will not be at 2 places. It will only be at 1. Okay. And one more question which might come to your mind. See, I am solving your doubts before you ask. One question might come to your mind is, what if this 23 is over here at last? Why this question might come? Because you have 3, F0, F1, F2. F1 is the main, F0 is the previous, F2 is the next. So suppose this is the highest one, suppose. Then previous is available, but next is not available. Then what to do? Now this might be there in exam. I am not saying this will not be there. So if this is the case, that this is the highest, then this is obviously F1, then F0 is there. What about F2? You should take 0. What will you do? You should take F2 equals to 0 if you don't have it over here. But वो case नहीं आएगा कि एक highest value 2 जगह होगी. That case will not be there. Okay? So I think I have solved your doubt before you ask also. So now that's enough for this topic mode. Remaining 5 sums you need to perform in your homework. 5 sums, one sum hardly take 2 minutes. So 5 sums will get over in 10 minutes hardly, or maximum 15 minutes. Because it's only 3 to 4 lines, that's it. No table, nothing. So before I go for the next topic, let me give you homework right now itself. What is homework? Homework is remaining 5 sums of this exercise 14.2. I will write it down at the end over here on the whiteboard. Okay? But I'm just telling you right now. Homework is the remaining 5 sums, small sums of this exercise 14.2. So this was the topic mode. Now let us talk about the third topic of this chapter. And the name of the topic is median. This is what we want to talk over here. We still have some time, so we can discuss this topic one sum over here in this lecture only. We want to talk about median here. Now, this word was there in class 9th also. Let us just recall what was there in class 9th. Data was given 1, 5, 11, 2, 7. This type of data was given in class 9th I am talking. How you were finding out mean? First of all, you were arranging the data in either ascending or descending order. And then whichever observation comes exactly in the center, it was median. It was about class 9. Remember, you had 2 formulas, one for odd, one for even. But over here, question will not be like that. Question will not be ungrouped data. Question will be group data. That means table will be given. Okay? So, there are not 2 formulas for odd even. Now there is only one single formula for finding out the median. And that single formula is this one. So you can compare both the formulas over here also. So before I go for any of the sum, let me talk to you about this formula for finding out the mean. Again I repeat, like standard 9, there are no 2 formulas, odd even, nothing. Only one formula. And data will be something like this. Okay? Now, ये वापस से मोड जैसा है. थोड़ी गिनती लंबी चलेगी, आंसर में टेबल आएगी. इसके जैसा है कि no table, only formula. No, table will be there. But only only one method is there to find the median. Like mean, there were 3 methods. In median, you have only one method, no 3 methods, only one method. So you have only one formula, okay, no 3 formulas. And you have very one small table. In the all sums of this topic median, there will be 3 columns. I repeat, there will be 3 columns in the answer table. जब ऐसे बोले तो थोड़ा मीन याद कर लेना चाहिए वापस से. In mean there were 3 methods. In first direct method there were 4 columns in the answer. 2 we were taking from question, 2 new. In second method, assume mean method, there were 5 columns. In third method there were 6 columns. But this is small table. Only 3 columns. And obviously, like every time, first 2 columns are copy to copy from the textbook. No change. Only third column you need to make. Only third column. And that is also very simple. Then I will tell you after a few minutes. First, let me talk to you about this formula. Okay? Formula to find out median is median equals to L. जैसे यहाँ भी था mod equals to L plus into the bracket. तो यहाँ भी था कुछ into the bracket. Outside the bracket, here you have H. Here it was outside the bracket, there was H. So H is same, no changes. Inside the bracket terms are different. Here you have n by 2 minus Cf by F. Let me introduce all of you with this unknown persons. L is lower limit of median class. I am keeping both the sums on the one screen so that you can find out the difference between them. Lower limit of median class. Over here the word was lower limit of the model class. They are two different things, model class and median class. How you were finding out model class? The highest frequency, that's it. But finding out the median class is not like that simple. I will tell you the process how to find out median class. Okay? So first of all, ढूंढना पड़ेगा इसमें से median class कौन सा. वहां की तरह नहीं कि भाई सबसे बड़ा नंबर ये है तो ये बन गया, नहीं, ये हो भी सकता है, नहीं भी हो सकता है. Process is different. Process is not same like that highest one. Okay? So first of all we will find out that which class is the median class because उसके ऊपर सारी चीजें depend करती हैं. Once you find out the median class, और शायद आपको पता चला कि median class ये है मान लो. So lower limit will be which one? 85. आप पता चला median class ये है, then L will be 165. So everything depends on this median class. So I'll tell you how to find median class. So L is the lower limit. This N is the total frequency. That means you need to add all these numbers. So N is total frequency. Then you have this H. वहाँ जैसे same था, class length 65 to 85, मतलब 20 हो जाता है gap. 85 to 105, 20, और बात सेम ही रहेगा. So H is the class length. अब यहाँ दो टाइप के F हैं, जैसे यहाँ 3 टाइप के थे, F1, F0, F3, F2. Here we have 2 types of F. One is this F. I have written self. Self means again not myself. Self means frequency of the median class. Whichever will be median class, उसकी खुद की frequency. Okay? And the CF. The word CF has the full form cumulative frequency. I repeat, cumulative frequency. So this third column which we are going to make has the name CF. CF doesn't mean 2 things are there, C and F multiplication. No. CF is only one thing. Okay, it is cumulative frequency. Name is like this. There are no 2 things, C and F. Some people understand that this F and this F is same. No, this is one thing. This is one thing. This is the full name, CF, cumulative frequency. So what is this? I have written previous. So जो भी यहाँ median class मिलेगा, suppose this one, suppose ये मिला 145 to 165. Okay? तो L क्या होगा? 145 lower limit. F क्या होगा? उसकी खुद की frequency 14. और CF क्या होगा? तो इससे पहले वाला क्लास, मतलब ये ऊपर वाला क्लास, उसमें जो यहाँ नंबर आएगा CF, वो यहाँ पुट किया जाएगा. That is why I have written previous. Okay, ये आपको मिल जाएगा टेक्स्ट बुक के अंदर. When you will open up the textbook summary or in between the chapter, you will find this formula and this formula also, and over there it will be written what is F0, what is F1, what is F2. So you can refer the textbook. Although I am telling you here, but if you forget it, you can refer the textbook. It is written there what is CF, what is F. So CF will be this number if this is the median class. So this is the introduction of everything. Now let me solve this sum. Which is this sum? If you want to know which sum I am going to solve, then I am going to solve the first question of exercise 14.3. Third exercise, topic name is median, and first question I am going to solve over here, right? So as I told you, answer has the table with 3 columns. 2 I have copied from the question from the textbook. You can do also same. No need to write down the question table because answer table is there. यहाँ तो answer table नहीं थी, so you need to write down the question table. So I have written this 2 columns from the textbook, from the question. Now I am making the third column. Remember how to make the third column. It is very simple. Write down this first number, copy to copy same here. 4 to 4, 10 to 10, 15 to 15, whatever it may be. First number same to same, no changes. Then continuously add the numbers. जैसे कि यहाँ लिखना हो तो इन दोनों को क्रॉस में ऐड करना है. 4 प्लस दिस नंबर. सो क्या आएगा यहाँ पे आंसर? 9. ओके, क्रॉस में. अब यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? दिस नंबर प्लस दिस नंबर. 9 plus 13. So it is what? 22. What will come over here? Again cross addition. 22 plus 20. It will be 42. Again cross addition. 42 plus 14. So it will be 56. Again cross addition. 56 plus 8. So 64. Again cross addition. 64 plus 4. 68. Very simple one. First number as it is, then cross addition. Cross addition. Okay, every time you need to perform the cross addition. Now the table is done. Now let's talk about this formula. But before putting the value, as I say, you must know what is median class, because once you know the median class, then all these things will come into the picture. So I am writing what is median class. So I am just erasing this formula for some time because I need to write something over here before the formula, that what is the median class. Now understand this thing very properly. How to find median class? It is not as simple. I told you, if the highest frequency is model class, here it is not that simple. What you need to do, you need to write down like this, n by 2. First of all, you need to write down n by 2. Now what is n? Total of this frequency. So you can write down n here. 4 plus 5 9 plus 13 22 plus 20 42. It will come only this number 68. N is 68. You add these things, 4 this, you will get this last number obviously. So n is 68. So you need to write down 68 by 2. 68 by 2 is 34. 68 by 2 is 34. Okay. Now, after writing this 68 by 2 equals to 34, what you need to do? You need to write down this sentence. Median class equals to class with CF, class with CF just more than n by 2. Just more than n by 2. मतलब, let me translate in Hindi. What is median class? It is the class जिसकी CF यानी cumulative frequency just more than n by 2. n by 2 से थोड़ी सी बड़ी, just जैसे कि what is n by 2? 34. तो इस कॉलम के अंदर 34 से बड़े नंबर ढूंढिए, इस कॉलम के अंदर 34 से बड़े, not this one, not this one, not this one. Yes, this is more than 34. Yes, this is also. Yes, this is also. Yes, this is also. So these four numbers are more than n by 2. They are more than 34. Which one we want? Just more than. Means directly the first one which comes. This is not more than 34. This is not more than 34. This is not more than 34. Yes, this is the first number which is more than n by 2, matlab 34. So this is our main number 42. And this 42 comes in which class? 125 to 145. And that is why 125 to 145 is our median class. Okay? I hope you understand. I repeat. How to find out median class? What you need to do? N by 2. N was this addition. So 68 by 2. 34. So n by 2 is 34. Now what you need to do? Look at this column. Find out which numbers are more than 34. So I found out 4 numbers more than 34. Out of these 4 numbers, which one we want? The very first one which comes. Which is the first one? 42. And it belongs to which class? 125 to 145. So our median class is 125 to 145. Once you get this, now everything becomes simple. Now I am writing the formula here. Okay? I am writing the formula to find out median. What was the formula? Formula was m equals to L plus n by 2 minus CF by F into H. Right? This was the formula. Now I am putting the values. So median equals to L. What is L? I had written earlier. Lower limit of the median class. Median class is 125 to 145. So lower limit is 125 plus bracket n by 2. We have already found it out n by 2. It is 34. So I am writing 34. Minus, be careful, CF. I told you earlier, again I am telling you, what is CF? Cumulative frequency of the previous class to the median class. Median class ये है, इससे पहले वाले क्लास की CF, तो इससे पहले वाले क्लास मतलब this one, उसका CF means this number 22. So I am writing this number 22. Okay. Now what is there in denominator? It is F. What was F? I told you earlier, F is the self frequency. Self means जो ये खुद क्लास है उसकी frequency, normal frequency, not the CF. So it is this number 20. So I am writing 20 here. Multiply by H. H means class length. कितने का गैप है देखो यहाँ पे 20. So H is 20. So I am writing 20 here. Fortunately, this 20 and this 20 is cancelled. Fortunately, what remains? 125 as it is plus 34 minus 22. It is what? 12. So final answer of median is 137. अगर ये यहाँ कट नहीं हो रहा होता तो क्या करते? पहले इसको सब्ट्रैक्ट करते, then multiply this two, then divide by this, जैसे हमने यहाँ किया था. कट नहीं हो रहा था, this and this. So what we did, we multiplied this two, then we have divided by 11, then we have added 35. So similarly we have to do if it is not able to cancel. Okay, but fortunately here it was able to cancel, so I have cancelled it out. So answer is 137. Again you can do one thing like this one. You can check whether your answer is maybe correct or not. So again your answer 137 should be between this. Is 137 comes between this? Answer is yes. 125 to 145, you will have 137 in between. So answer have chances of becoming right. I'm not saying 100% right, but it may be right. But if it goes lesser than 125 or more than 145, then it will be 100% wrong. So this is the way to just verify that whether it may be correct or not. 100% correct or not, that only your calculation can prove, not anything else. Okay? So this was about median. So we have done one sum of mean, one sum of median. By doing one sum of, mode. We have done one sum of mode, one sum of median. By doing one sum of mode, you can do the full exercise. But by doing one sum of median, you cannot do the full exercise. So again, whenever we are going to meet, in the next video lecture, we will still continue with this topic median. We will not take this type of normal sum. Again, there are one or two special type of sums which I need to teach you, and without teaching it, you will not be able to solve it. So in the next class, when will we meet, we'll be talking about again the same topic median, but with some special sums. Fine. So this is it, I think, for this video lecture also. So today what we have done is mode and median. Next time we'll continue again with one more or two more sums of median. And then we'll be taking the next fourth topic, which is graph. For that you need to have a graph book. But if in this time of lockdown, if suppose the stationery shops are not open, then you can plot the graph in some old graph book if you have of class 9th also, or you can plot the graph in your notebook also. So no problem with that. Don't be hurry to go out and purchase a graph book. No. Don't put yourself in a risk for just a simple kind of item like graph book. Okay. So that is it from the lecture. Thank you so much. And again, have a very good day and take care of yourself. Okay. Thank you.